This video tutorial is for elementary school students who are in the 5th grade who will be registering at Canyon Ridge Middle School coming into the 6th grade. What we'll do is we'll actually pass out these choice sheets at students' 5th grade visits, and we'll complete the choice sheet with the student and review it with the student, and then we will ask the student to take one copy of the choice sheet home to their parents. Their parents are going to go ahead and review the elective choices that their students made and go ahead and give approval for those. They're going to sign off on the choice sheet, and they're going to submit the choice sheet to their student's 5th grade teacher on or before March 22nd. In addition to that, a very important step is that they actually go online to the Texas MyZone website and actually select the courses, the elective courses that is, that their students signed up for. Failure to select those courses could result in an incomplete schedule for your student and pretty much just a big mess. So it's very important that parents and students go home and actually select their courses and don't simply just turn in their sheet, but they have to go ahead and do the next step, which is select those courses. Step 3 and Step 4 tells you how to access Texas MyZone, and that there's videos there to help Texas MyZone people navigate Texas MyZone, although it should be fairly simple. And then of course Step 4 is if you need any help to contact us. Basically what Section A says is that as far as your students' required core classes, their language arts, science, social studies, and math courses go, we've already preloaded those courses based on what classes your students are in 5th grade. In other words, all students at Canyon Ridge and Leander ISD in middle school and 6th grade take the same language arts, science, and social studies level classes. So everybody's going to be pre-enrolled in those classes. When it comes to math, your student's going to be pre-enrolled in the class that is the next step up from where they are. In other words, if they're in on-level math in 5th grade, they'll be placed into on-level math in 6th grade. If they're in PACE math in 5th grade, they'll be placed into PACE math in 6th grade. There are testing opportunities at the end of the year, screener tests, exam for accelerations, and we'll of course take those results and then move the student into an accelerated class if they qualify. So we've placed students right now in the Texas MyZone system based on where they currently are, and then after testing results are confirmed, we would then move them up into the next level course if they're successful. As far as information about the acceleration process, 5th grade parents and students can find out that information from their elementary school math teacher, their elementary school counselor, and so that information will be passed out through the elementary schools. So basically in Section A, all we want you to do is check out the Texas MyZone website, make sure your student is enrolled in language arts, science, social studies, and the correct math class. Section B is what we call our required non-core classes. Students either take the App 6 course or the Quest course. Those students who are in 5th grade and already a Quest student will automatically roll up into Quest. Those students who are not in the Quest program in 5th grade will automatically be placed in the Apps 6 class. Again, if students are not in Quest and go through the summer testing program for Quest and qualify, we will then move them into the Quest class at that time. So again, just like in Section A with our PACE and on-level math courses, the same thing will be true with Quest. Students who are in Quest will automatically roll up into Quest, and those that are not will be placed in the App 6 course unless they test over the summer, and at that time, once they qualify, we'll move them into the Quest course. So again, when you go down Texas MyZone, if you could confirm that your student is either placed in the App 6 course or the Quest course correctly. Section C is where we get to the first elective choice for girls. Boys, no big choice here. All the boys in 6th grade take life fitness, and that will be pre-selected for the boys, so confirm that that's in your Texas MyZone system. The girls, on the other hand, have a choice. They can either take a full year of girls PE or life fitness, or they can take a semester of the lifetime fitness and a semester of the general dance class. That's completely up to them. When we were with them, they probably put an X in one of those two. You've looked at that, you've agreed on that, and when you go into the Texas MyZone system, you'll be asked to select one of those two choices there. As far as the PE and dance class goes, we cannot control which one occur first. Some students will get the dance class first and the PE class in the spring semester, and some students will get vice versa. So it's completely up to random, and we can't control how the computer places students in those classes. Then finally into Section D. This is where all students actually get to make a choice. Basically, students will be placed an X next to either band, boys choir, girls choir, or the elective wheel. The X signifies that that's the course that they wanted to take. We then ask students, just in case there's a scheduling conflict or just in case something happens, typically that's never a problem in the 6th grade, but just in case, we ask them to put a 1A next to their first alternative and a 2A next to their second alternative. For instance, if I want to be a band student, I'm going to place an X next to band. I'm going to put a 1A next to boys choir because I'm the next American Idol, and I'm going to put a 2A next to the elective wheel. What that means is band is my first choice, boys choir is my first alternative, and the elective wheel is my third alternative. A couple of things to note here. The band instrument will be placed based on the band directors. So some students that say, oh, I want to play percussion, that might not be the fit that the band directors place them in. Also, it's important to know that 6th grade students who do not take band in 6th grade typically cannot enroll in band in 7th or 8th grade because band in 6th grade is where they learn how to play their instrument. Boys choir is an open enrollment class for 6th, 7th, and 8th grade, so it's not the same as band. Girls choir is the same thing, open enrollment in 6th, 7th, and 8th. And the elective wheel is a sampling of a couple of our other elective courses that we offer in the 7th and 8th grade. The courses taught in the elective wheel change based on our staffing, based on student need. This year, in the 2012-2013 year, the elective wheel consisted of a semester of art and a semester of theater arts. Typically we try and keep this about the same, although we've had additions of computer apps and leadership, and again it's just based on our staffing. Right now we're at a semester of art and a semester of theater arts. So what we're asking students to do in this area is put an X next to their first choice and then a 1A and 2A next to their first alternative and second alternative. Again here, this is a big time note right here. We ask students to go ahead and honor their elective commitment for the duration of the year. Sounds like a big deal. We're asking 5th graders to choose something that they're going to do for an entire year, but due to our staffing, due to our master scheduling, due to our trying to balance classes and the core classes, it's imperative that your student honor their commitment. Once you've gone ahead and confirmed in Section A that that's correct in Texas MyZone, confirmed in Section B that that's correct, gone ahead and students filled this out and you've selected that in Texas MyZone, and then again and filled this out and confirmed or selected this in Texas MyZone, you're going to go ahead and sign here to say that you approve the student selections. You're going to date it, and then you're going to return it to your 5th grade teacher by March 22nd. And that concludes the tutorial for the choice sheet. Please make sure you go forward and conduct the online registration by selecting electives through Texas MyZone. Thank you very much.